Hey everybody, how you doing? It's Pigeon Milk Tasty and we're about to play some more Sevtech Ages. Hope you enjoy. Alright guys, so for today's episode I want to start off rather simple. Man, I have to do something about these trees. That silly replant tree mod is just kind of kicking me right now. Because apparently I'm not picking up all the saplings and they get replanted, and now I have this. I mean, it's kind of cool. I have like a little archway, but it looks a little messy. Anyways, I want to make something look a little better in here. I like the wood aesthetic we've got going on in here. I just don't like it around the alloy kiln. You know, I could go all the way up with the wood and it would look even a little better, but I think I want to go with something like stone bricks, which we don't have access to yet. We don't have regular stone bricks access, but we have cobblestone bricks. Any of these kind of cobblestone bricks through the chisel. We can't make an iron chisel yet, which will have just some modifiers to it. I don't know exactly how Tinker's Construct chisels works. But if I take this chisel, which is just a tin plate and a stick, I should be able to make some cobblestone bricks to make it look a little better. So what I'm going to do is take a tin out of here. My sensitivity kind of threw me off for a second. And we can make a plate out of it. Like that, and then we don't even need a crafting table, we can just pop one right there. Oh, and let's go ahead and put on our armor back. Alright, so now we have our chisel. That was my hood. Now we have this chisel, and so what I can do is take this cobblestone. We'll go ahead and break down what we have here. I should be able to take the cobblestone, put it into the GUI which is the interface of this chisel here, and I should be able to make some kind of cobblestone bricks that would look good going around this. Make it look a little more realistic. So first of all, I'm gonna go ahead and make it symmetrical. So I think I take this, I throw my cobblestone in. Let's see, what kind would I want? That kind of looks cool. I kind of just like the regular bricks, although weathered bricks would also look kind of cool. I think I want clean bricks for now though. So let's try this. So if I make those, these two are going to be stairs. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. Yeah. So let's go ahead and maybe take 16. Can I make stairs out of those? Let's see. So can I make brick stairs? I can make andesite brick stairs. Okay. We'll find out what to do with that, but for now I want to go ahead and make some more of the clean bricks to come down like that. I can't really. There should be some way to place on the back of a block, but I can't remember it. I'll just have to pillar up, I guess. And then yeah. There we go. Alright, yeah, that's going to look a little better, and then I'll put some kind of I'm going to go ahead and take these up too. Boop, just like that. Then I want to put some kind of, let's see, can I make stairs with these? Alright, so I think these two are going to be good enough just to kind of blend in. Yeah, I like that a lot better. It may be cool to do like some kind of a chimney type thing. You know, slanting up there at some point, but I just think that looks a little better. So now let's go ahead and get on with some progression. Alright, so I've gone ahead and made a little bridge over from our base because we're going to do something that can be a little scary, and we don't want it to destroy. Our base is pretty protected inside the mountain, but I don't want to destroy any of our horse stuff or anything like that, or even our buffalo. So I made a little flat spot out here with a bush scythe, and looking at, let's see, our advancements, we're going to need to do some abyssal craft, because ultimately we want to get the beneath teleporters, that we can get some black quartz, which is just a really nice material, all around good material for armor, tools, stuff like that, and then it also lets us get into astral sorcery, which is this thing where we can harness the power of the stars at night, and do things. We can even end up flying like we're in creative mode as early as, I think, age 4, by doing some of the astral sorcery stuff. So we need to make this beneath teleporter, and it says use an abyssal craft ritual to create the beneath teleporter. So we're going to need these to do the ritual, but we will get to those later this episode. We need to have a ritual station. I can't remember what this is called. It's called an altar. So to create the altar, simply place the blocks in the above formation so we can see that we kind of go 2 out and then place a block, and then we start moving like we're a knight in chess. If you play chess, you know what I'm talking about. So we just do it in this formation, and then we right-click the center pillar of cobblestone, and I think it's 2 cobblestone high. Place the blocks in the above formation. Yeah, I think it's 2 cobblestone high. Could just be 1, though. We'll try 1 first. And then once we right-click, it will create this little altar thing. So I think we're ready to go. So if we want to create the center of it, maybe right there, and then we go 1, 2, place 1 there, and then we move like we're a knight. So we go 1, 2, and 1 over, 1, 2, and 1 over, 1, 2, and 1 over, just like this. We keep that going until we've created the circle, just like that. And I think this should make a pretty cool sound when I do it. And I think it is only 1 block now. Oop, shift. Oh yeah. We have an abyssal craft altar, and we have a bunch of pedestals here. So what we'll do is we will store energy in this book through some of the stuff we'll get from these abyssal, they're like statues or something. And we'll harness the power. It's the story is that we harness the power from the gods, but really you just put it in this thing and it stores energy in this thing. And then we will put the book in the middle. Wait, how does this work? Yeah, we put all the ingredients. It's kind of like a very involved crafting method. So we'll put, to make the beneath teleporter, for example, beneath teleporter, we'll put demonic will, 2 monolith stone here, coal dust, another monolith stone, gunpowder, another monolith stone, and a dark oak fence gate, and then a blank teleporter in the middle. Blank teleporter is going to be pretty hard to get, but we'll be able to do it. And then after we have all the ingredients, which will take a while, we might not even be able to get it done this episode, though I will try my hardest. We right click with the Necronomicon, which is the book I have in my hand, in the center, and then a bunch of smoke and particles of stuff will come from the outside of the circle to the inside and infuse the blank teleporter with the stuff it needs to make the beneath teleporter, and then that's a new dimension we can discover. So now that we have that, we need to start Abyssal Craft, which we have just started Abyssal Craft, but man, I wish I could fix that trash can. I really need to do that. So let's see. To make beneath teleporter, we need demonic will, monolith stone. So these won't be too bad to get. Those will be pretty easy, actually. Coal dust is not. That's just a millstone. In that, so that's not bad. Gunpowder is obviously easy to get from a creeper, or we can make. Ooh, that's charcoal dust, black dye powder, and salt isn't bad actually. Huh? We can make that pretty easily. So if we can't find a creeper to kill, we can make a gunpowder ourselves. Dark oak fence gate is pretty hard to get because dark oak is a very rare wood in Sevtech. We'll probably have to strain the water for them, and we have to set up different strainers in different chunks to be able to get different chances of getting dark oak. But I'll probably do most of that off camera and just be like, hey, this took me, this many hours. But I got it. So the biggest thing we need to start is the blank teleporter, because that's the big deal. So to make the blank teleporter, we have to do some blood magic stuff. So we have to get Corallium pearls, which we can mine for under an ocean biome. I'll probably do some of that mining off camera. And then we would put the Corallium pearl in a tier 2 altar, which is a little bit hard to explain, but basically here, I'll come in here and explain it. But actually, first of all, another thing we're going to need to do is get into these trophies thing. So we'll need those to infuse the book with power. So I'm actually going to wait for that until we're ready to make it. But we will go collect some statues, build another one of those little ritual things, except for with some different materials so that we can infuse the book with some power. But in our blood magic room that we've set up, which is right here, This thing is right now a tier 1 altar. And all that means is, I think, isn't there a blood magic book of some kind? I thought there was. But it's okay. I think I know what I need to do. To make this apprentice blood orb, because this is just block of coal, that's easy. Then we have copper, bronze, and tin. We know how to make that. Corallium pearl we just mined for. Black dye powder is not too hard to get. So the big thing to get is the apprentice blood orb. For that we need to infuse a corallium pearl in the altar right here, but it has to be a tier 2 altar, which is not what we have right now. This fire is kind of bothering me. I'm going to turn down the blocks a little bit. Is that what turns them down? It is. Yeah. So we'll turn that to like that much. So this altar right now is a tier 1, and that just means that it has no runes around it. And when we make this one, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, and that one, when we make all of those into some kind of rune, in this case we'll do blank runes because they're the easiest to make, this will become a tier 2 altar, and we can infuse a corallium pearl to make an apprentice blood orb. But to get a tier 2, we need to put blank rune around it. And to make blank runes, it's a bunch of stone, which is not that hard, and then a weak blood orb, which is just coagulated blood into a tier 1, which we can do. So we make the blood by casting liquid blood, which we can get from putting rotten flesh into the melter. We have a lot of stuff to do. So it looks like the first thing we need to do is go get some rotten flesh, which I have. Look at that, which I have. How much is in here? 4 ingots. Yeah, we're going to have to cast that out. We are going to need to make a casting table to cast into. But right now what I'll do is I'll pour the rotten flesh into the melter. It will melt it into blood, and then we can cast it out to make a coagulated blood ball. So I'm going to do that off camera. Alright, so I have gone ahead and made the table and the faucet. I realized this hopper, for whatever reason, was not pointing into... well, it was very strange. It would feed the rotten flesh in, but it wasn't melting it for some reason. I just took off and replaced the hopper, and for whatever reason that fixed it. Mods can be kind of weird sometimes. So we have 320 millibuckets. MB stands for millibuckets. That's 1,000th of a bucket. And it takes 16 to make each blood. So we can make 2 blood balls right here. So I cast it out, and we have a coagulated blood ball. Though I think we only need 1. So now what we're going to do is we need to make the sacrificial dagger. Sacrificial dagger. So that's 2 bronze and a sharp bone. That's not too hard. Let's go ahead and make a sharp bone. Oh wait. That's not how to make a sharp bone. How do you make a sharp bone? Sharp bone? Flaking in world. What? Why did it give me a flake bone? So weird. Maybe doing it on the bricks did something. There's my sharp bone. Huh. So I guess flaking bone on bricks gives you flaked bone instead of a sharp bone. Then we just take 2 of those. I really wish Mouse Tweaks mod was in here. I might put it in. Because it makes it a lot easier to do with my inventory. So now I have a sacrificial dagger. Now, this part is a little spooky. Don't worry, okay? Don't tell your parents. I'm kidding. Tell your parents. Tell your parents everything you watch on YouTube. Be good children. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We take this dagger, and we stab ourselves. And it takes a bunch of hearts off. Like that. There we go. So now we've put a lot of blood in here. This mod is a little weird, but we take this dagger and we stab ourselves to fill this blood altar with blood. And then, oh, I have another heart. So every time I right click on here, it converts a heart into some blood, and then I can eat to replenish my health. This is another reason why I like to have an underground base, is because you don't want to do that outside and something walk up on you and kill you. So let's see. If I want to take this and use it in the blood altar to make a weak blood orb, I need 2,000 life power, I think is what LP stands for. I don't know. But I need 2,000 blood. So I'm going to keep doing this for a little bit. until I get enough blood. I really don't know how to tell how much blood I have in here. That's not something I know how to gauge, but I don't think, like, I think if I put it in here too early, then it wastes all the blood that I've tried, and you have to try again with more blood. So I am just going to keep this going for a little bit and then come back when I think I have enough blood. Alright, so I think this is enough blood. It looks pretty full. I can't see the little notch down there anymore, which I think, when I've played Sevtech in the past, I think that was enough. I haven't played Sevtech all the way through, by the way. Only a little bit. This is about how far I got. I think I got a little further into Astral Sorcery. But I think that should be enough blood. Let me go ahead and replenish my health just so I don't do something stupid and die. And then I think I put this in there, and you can see the blood is infusing into it, and the level of blood is starting to shrink. And so I think we just wait here until this thing has absorbed enough blood to make a weak blood orb. So I think that should be any time. Alright, there it is. I had to take a little bit of my health back off, just because I was afraid it might not have enough blood. But it's made the weak blood orb, and we can go ahead and start working on blank runes. Okay, so I have gone ahead and made 2 blank slate. To make the blank rune, we need 2 blank slate, our weak blood orb, and it looks like stone. These are just variations of stone. Now, if I look here, I wonder if it shows me that I don't actually consume it, because in the past, when I've played Sevtech, I went to craft this, and I thought I needed, like, 7 actual, well, I guess it would be 8, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah, because we need 8 total blank runes. So I thought I needed 8 weak blood orbs, so I went ahead and made 8 of them using a ton of rotten flesh, and then, when I tried to craft this, it just gave me my weak blood orb back. So you don't actually need 8 of these, you just need 1, and then 8 of all the other. So, we should be able to come right here, and move the stuff, and we get it, and then we get our weak blood orb back like that, and you wouldn't expect that, and it doesn't tell you anywhere that you only, that you don't actually need more than one of those. So now we can start going like that, and what we're going to do is we're going to make that circle around it, and once we have it, we can start to make our apprentice blood orb that we can use for the blank teleporter. Alright, so we're getting ready to make our last set of runes. There's 1 and there's 2. So now we go 1, 2, and we have a tier 2 altar. So now we should be able to fill this baby up with blood. I'll probably have to eat a little bit to do it. And then basically this thing is going to let us, I'm going to wait it to get all the way to the brim. This thing is going to let us turn our weak blood orb into a strong, apprentice blood orb is what it's called, not a strong blood orb. So let me just get rid of some of my hunger by jumping under here. And once there it is, once I have enough of that, I'll let my health build up. And I can start to fill the blood again. I think that's going to be enough, but I'm going to go ahead and let it fill all the way up first, because I really don't want to waste all the blood that I've given. I've been eating a lot of food. I had to go kill buffalo to make it on food, because I just don't have enough food. And then I think at some point I'm going to start growing wheat to really make it. So there we go. I think that's all the way full. Maybe one more click is all the way full. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Let's see. There it is. There's food. Alright, now we'll be able to fill it. So we can. I'm going to look really close and make sure. Yeah, we're done. That is not filling anymore, so now we toss that in. Oh, what's wrong? Don't tell me I need to make one under there. Let's look at this. The Ritual Master. No, that's not what I want. It's the Architect, I think. Upgrading your altar. Let's go through the mod, blah, 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 blah. Okay, let's see. You need to place 8 blood runes around, yeah? Around the altar 1 level lower. Low blank rune is fine. Yeah, so this should work. Why can I not use it? How do I maybe that's not how you make an apprentice blood orb. Apprentice blood orb is, oh, that's a corallium pearl in the tier 2, so I actually don't need this weak blood orb, other than to make the runes. So now that the runes are made, we do have a tier 2 altar, we have it filled with blood, but now we have to go mine for corallium, which I believe corallium, yeah, we have to find this corallium ore, which says ore can be found underground in ocean and swamp biomes. So we're gonna have to go find an ocean, dig underneath it until we find some corallium, and I will let y'all know when I find some. Alright guys, so if you look at my anti-catalyst, we are ways off, but we have found an ocean biome, and I found a cave system under it, and look at here, we have some corallium, so we can go ahead and mine some of this corallium up. Ooh, we're getting quite a lot, we already got 6. So what I can do is mine, I'm kind of scared, I hear some weird noises, I think it's just a bat, but, you know, you never know what will hit you in modded Minecraft. But basically I take all of these, and I believe I can smelt them into chunks. Let's take a look at JEI and just think. By the way, if you aren't familiar with JEI and generally modded Minecraft, this thing on the right here is called JEI. It stands for just enough items. Some people use NEI, which is not enough items, and some people use REI, which is roughly enough items. They're all just mods that show you every single item in the game. I can go through pages and pages of items and look at anything and look at how I make it. It will have all of the different machines and things you could do up here in the left corner, and then it shows you the crafting recipe. So like for leaves, looks like there's some kind of condensed leaf item that I don't know yet. I can take like terracotta, smelt it in here, and it'll give me light blue glazed terracotta. So it just shows me how to make everything. Now in Sevtech, it only shows me the things that are accessible for my age for the most part. There are some things like you saw just with the leaf thing, that was oak leaves right here, that it does have an unfamiliar crafting item, but this oak leaves, the result, I do have access to. So everything I have access to, I know how to make in here. And so what I can do, if I want to make a corallium pearl, which is what I want to make, I need to smelt corallium infused stone on, looks like in using grow I don't have to use this, and I don't want to use a stoked kiln because that's a lot of work and it gives me the same output. So to get corallium infused stone, I put stone with corallium gem cluster in it, or I can do 3 oh, it looks like there's different. Oh, so this is a 9 gem cluster and this is a 3 gem cluster. So it looks like I actually want to use this because I'll use 2 less stone. And then to make those, I take corallium gems and I throw 3 of them together into a chunk. So we can just go like this. We have that. And I believe we could use that to make, let's see, if we had one more, we could make 3 corallium pearls. I'm just going to get as much corallium as I can just to stock up, because I think it's useful in the future, and I will let y'all know how much I got when I'm done. I had my back turned to this guy just now. He can't get to me, but he totally would have caught me off guard. Alright, home sweet home. So I believe I can come here and craft as much of this as I can. Oh, wait. What? Aw, you know what? I didn't get enough for that much, but yes, I did. So why is it? Oh, I'm out of stone. That's why. I'm stupid. Okay. So, I need more stone. There's a little bit. I may have to grab as much cobblestone as I have, which is plenty. Let me go ahead and put that there. It's a little hard to manage the Bibliocraft is the name of the mod. Those shelves when you have a full inventory. But so what I'm going to do is to make more stone, come over here to my super smelter and start chucking them in to the hoppers. That way we have enough stone to make the infused corallium infused stone that we can then cook up on the grill over there to make our gems. Okay, so while that's cooking up, I've gone ahead and made 6 corallium infused stone. We should have stone, yep, popping out right there. So we'll be able to make some more, but for now, I'll just pop these on there, and we'll get ready to make our apprentice blood orb, and then we should have everything we need to make the blank teleporter. Then we'll have to work on getting some monolith statues together so that we can get the statue heads and the monolith stone separately. I'll show you how that works in a little bit, and then after that we should be able to make the beneath teleporter, which I'm super excited about. I did not know that I was going to make it this episode, but it looks like we're going to, so stay tuned. Alright, so here's 4 Corallium pearls. Let's go ahead and put one on there, and it should drain quite a bit of blood, I'm pretty sure, because it's like, you know, it's the next step in the progression, so I'm pretty sure it's going to take almost all of that, so I'm just going to let that go. Looking at our progression, we need to get some of these, some of the statues, so that we can make something to infuse our Necronomicon with some energy so that we can actually make the Beneath teleporter. And then we'll also need to set up some strainers, I think, because the Beneath teleporter, all these things are readily accessible. We're about to make this blank teleporter, but all the other things are readily accessible except for the dark oak fence gate. And to make a dark oak fence gate, we need 2 dark oak planks and 4 sticks. Now, that doesn't sound very bad, except for dark oak wood does not spawn very often or at all. I can't remember if it does at all, but it's very, very hard to find. So we're going to have to strain for it in different chunks of water to try to see if we can collect some dark oak planks, and that's going to be harder than it sounds. I've done it before, and it took me a long time. Oh, also, we have an apprentice blood orb waiting on us. Awesome. Let's go ahead and get that. So that will be a crafting ingredient for our blank teleporter, and I still think we get to keep it. How does this work? Oh yeah, and then I think I can like shift right. Yeah, I'm not sure how this works. There's some kind of way that I can store life in here and then use it later, so that if I get in trouble, I can just give myself some extra life. I might have to read up on how this works, because I've been told that I need to use it more than I do by some of my friends that I've played with Sevtech with in the past. Here is some more Corallium pearls. So now I think we have everything we need to make the blank teleporter. So blank teleporter, we'll need blocks of that, some coal, which we have, some black dye powder, which shouldn't be too bad. I think I have some ink sacks I can use. Pretty sure I do. And then we have the Corallium pearl and the apprentice blood orb. So let me go ahead and see if we have any coal up here to use. It doesn't look like we have any in there. What about in here? We have a regular charcoal. I don't see any regular coal, so I'm gonna have to go back to the coal deposit, get some coal, and I'll see y'all when I'm done with that. Alright, so I've got 18 coal here. I can go ahead and, oh, I have to press those. Yeah, I have to press them. Let me just take these down to the horse press. I think I have one of those made. Pretty positive. Yep, right over there. So I can throw these in there, and then take the lead and stick this horse on that one, and he will start to press that into some blocks. What else we need? We need tin, bronze, and copper. I can go ahead and make those. I know I already have the, I put a block of tin in the chest up here. Other than that, I'm going to have to probably melt down the bronze and then pour it in the table. I think that's my only way to do that. I think I have a block of tin. Right, yep, right there, just as I thought. I'm going to need to do the same with bronze. Which, sorry, not bronze. Well, yes, bronze. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and make another blood ball. I can at least use it to make a slime sling, which I don't think I can make yet. Slime. Whoa. Got some lag there. Oh, I can make slime boots. I didn't know I could make slime boots. So I could, with enough blood, make some slime boots. They just let me bounce pretty high. I'm going to do that, though. Then I'm going to get some copper, which, do I have? Please tell me I have enough. Oh, I don't have enough copper. It's okay. I can go get some extra copper clusters, put them in there, make a block of copper. It looks like that's on its way to making tin, but I don't need that anymore. And then I'll have to take 9 of these, put them in, and then make a block of bronze. So I'm going to let that melt down while I'm doing that, I'm going to go get some extra copper clusters, and I'll see you when I've done with that. Alright, so we now have a full block of bronze waiting to be poured out right there, so I'll go ahead and pour that one out while I'm waiting for that. I went ahead and got 64 copper, but I'm only going to put enough in there. Let's see, this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so the row is 9, so I can just fill like that. And then that will fill... I'm one short, aren't I? Yeah, I'm one short. That will make a block of copper. So there's our bronze. We have our tin there. I'm going to go ahead and put them like that. So once the copper melts down into a block, we can go ahead and make the blank teleporter. I think we'll have everything. Oh no, you know what? We don't have the black dye powder, but we'll have everything else we need. I'm going to go ahead and go collect the coal from the horse press. And at the same time, I'm going to try to find a black flour. Because I think, actually, if I have an ink sac, then that should be enough to make 2 black dye, I think, if I remember the recipes right. So evidently, this thing has to be free on both sides to work. I had it up against that, it was pushing against that log, and even though this side was free, both sides have to be 3. So now, I just said 3. I meant free, not 3. So now I can mill this up. It should give me 2 black dye powder. I'm kind of making a little recipe thing over here to keep everything straight, and I know when I have everything, so I'm not just trying a bunch of times. Oh, I gotta eat a little bit because I'm too exhausted to turn the crank. And there we go, 2 black dye powder. Those will go there and there. So now all we need is our blood orb and just this block of copper, which is ready right there. We're about to make a blank teleporter. Blank teleporter. Oh yeah, we got it. So now we have a blank teleporter. I'm going to go ahead and put that in the middle of the ritual because I don't think we have to make anything else. So it can go ahead. Ooh, that's not what I wanted. Please let me pick it up. Okay. And it would be awful if I placed something that wasn't actual, it wasn't harvestable, because I know in some mods things that aren't meant to be placed as a block, like this, it's only meant to be a crafting ingredient. It doesn't do anything on its own. They have no harvest tool given to them, which means that you can't pick them up with anything. So if you place it, you have to break it. So yeah, that goes in the middle. Now we need to work on both the things that go around it and the getting the statues. Alright, so this is what I've managed to do. I made a little hidey hole. Is that Shogoth poking out at me? Oh, I think I'm good. I made a little hidey hole and managed to tunnel in here, and I think I'm going to be able to break this. I guess I'll get rid of shark teeth. I think I can pick this up. I think. Oh, I picked back up the shark teeth. Yep, I got one. Alright, we're gonna stick with one for now, because that was way longer than I had expected, so I'm gonna go back over there and set it up. Alright, so I now have this pretty well set up. This thing, I have the statue on it, and it's on a monolith pillar. Oh, evidently if I hold the book in my hand, it'll fill the book and not the pedestal. But anyways, this thing is sucking energy from the statue. If I put the book on it, it will absorb the energy into the book. So let's wait, and anytime there should be a shot of energy go across. Yep, there it went. And now when I pick up the book, it says 75 out of 5,000 PE right there under the name. So I'm just going to let that sit there. I'm going to kind of AFK, but pretty good distance over there, because some scary stuff can happen. It can spawn monsters and things like that. Lightning strikes, fires. So I'm just going to let it do its thing, not bother it, and yeah, we'll see it when it's done. Alright, so now we need to find out how to get our hands on some... Ooh, that was voice correct. Okay, we need to find out how to get our hands on some dark oak wood. And to do that, we're going to use the survivalist strainer. As you can see here, it gives us some dark oak planks if we can get lucky enough and get it in the right chunk. A single strainer just goes in a block of water, and then it strains through the water to try to collect some stuff. Now, if I turn on chunk borders, which I believe is... well, what is that? F9, yeah. So you can see, if I hit it again, these are the chunk borders. So a chunk is I believe a 16 by 16 area, and of blocks, and in every single chunk there is one type of wood that can be generated from a strainer. So if I put one in here and it gives me oak, and I put another one in, it'll also give me oak. So if we don't get dark oak in one chunk, we'll need to move on to a different chunk to try again. So knowing that, let's go ahead and turn those off. We need to make a survivalist strainer and a strainer base. We're starting with a strainer base since it's a little harder. We already have a Mark II hopper. I stole it and replaced it with a regular hopper because we actually don't need a Mark II from our super smelter. And then all we need is a chest, 4 planks, and 2 sticks, which I think we can go ahead and make. Let me grab some more planks from our chopping horse here. I guess we don't have a horse on it right now, but we got plenty right there. Let me think if I... Yeah, so that will be enough to go ahead and make a chest. Ooh, thunder. You know what? That is the Necronomicon getting too much energy. Well, not too much. It's good, but some bad things can start happening if we try to draw too much energy from the gods. So that was the gods getting mad at us and sending lightning our way. So now that we have that, we want to make this, and it looks like we have everything we need. There's a strainer. Now we need, let's see, to make a net, we need 3 string. That's not too hard. Let's see if we have some string in here. I think we already have some string. If we don't, I'll hop into the hunting dimension and kill some spiders real quick. Won't take long. So no string there. There's some string. 1, 2, 3. All right. We'll go ahead and make a net, and then put that in the middle, and make that. There we go. Survivalist strainer. So now we have everything we need. So let's turn on our chunk borders, just like that. And let's start by trying it here. So we'll need that one, and we'll put our strainer on, and then we'll be able to right click in here, and this will start to collect some things. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to AFK, and we'll come back and see what we've got. So I'll see you then. Alright, so while we're waiting for the strainer to collect some, hopefully, dark oak wood, though I doubt it, this book has 745 out of the 1,000 that we need PE. So let's see, if we put it in there, how much do you have now? Yeah, so I think we can let that charge a little longer. Once we have 1,000, we have enough to do the ritual, and I'll kind of just leave it there, because if I leave it in there too long and I get up to like the full 5,000, then it can summon some really bad guys, including some of those shadow beasts I warned you about. Alright, let's see if this has anything for us yet. Spruce again. Alright, well, I'll move it, we'll try again. Alright, well, it looks like we have 2 dark oak planks. We can come right over here, chuck those in right there, and then go stick, stick, dark oak fence gate, and we are ready to make the beneath teleporter, guys. So if I come over yonder here, and we are going to come up to our ritual station, which is right here. Our gate goes there, and our coal dust goes here. Then I believe I just take this Necronomicon, and I come up here. You know what? We gotta look like we are in style. I'm gonna get rid of some rocks here, just so I can take off those, and then maybe I'll pop a sand over here so I can take those off. Alright, so I come over here, we crouch, and we should be able to right click on this. That was awesome, guys. That was really, really cool. Okay, let's put our armor back on. Wow. That was really something. So now if I take this beneath teleporter, it looks like that, and if we right click on it, it takes us to the beneath. But I'm not going to show you that yet. We have to put it in our designated spot. So I am going to, I don't think I can pick this up. I'm going to have to get off here and figure out how I can pick this up. Okay, so it turns out you can just pick it up. It just is really, really, really slow to mine. Alright, so I'm going to come in here and take another look at where we want to put this. Maybe do a little bit of brainstorming. Let's see. So we have a tree aesthetic in here, but the beneath teleporter needs to be a little darker, a little more grim. So I think I'm gonna build out a little archway in here, maybe do wood on the outside, and then transition it to something darker. Let me see what I can come up with. Alright, y'all ready to see what I came up with for a beneath teleporter room? Oh yeah. It is made of dark stone bricks, which you get from the, what's that place called? The Darklands. There's a variation of cobblestone there that's just called dark stone, and I really like how it looks. It's really, really dark, and they have a brick variant that was available to us in this age. And I put low-grade charcoal over here, and I lit it all on fire to get this cool row of fire aesthetic. Now, if I come up to this is our beneath teleporter, and if I right-click on it, it will take us to beneath, but the problem is my shaders that I have on are not compatible with the beneath mod, so anytime we have to go into the beneath, I have to turn off my shaders. So I'm going to go turn off my shaders. That's going to take a little bit, and when they're off, I'm going to come back and we can go to the beneath for the first time. Alright guys, so now that I have my shaders turned off, I can just come in here and right click on the teleporter. Now the beneath is kind of a weird dimension. It's just a giant cavern. Now we'll probably spawn not in the cavern, yeah, so I've already dug this out. We've spawned not really anywhere interesting, and we'll have to dig, I think, down. I think we're on the top of, I'm not sure. We could be on the bottom, but we will basically dig until we find the big cavern, and then there will be black quartz on the ground and aquamarine on the top. But what I like to do before I go really into the beneath is get some slime boots, and those will negate any fall damage, so I can just jump off and I will bounce. To do that, I don't really have access to slime very well. I mean, I can make them, I can cast out liquid slime, which I can make from clay and wheat, which isn't too bad, in an immersive engineering mixer, which we are far off yet. So, what we need is to make blood boots. And you know how we make these. We cast down liquid blood, which we can get from melting rotten flesh, and then these are just 4 of those. So what we need to do is get our hands on a whole lot of rotten flesh, and then once we do that, let's see if we have any in here. Yeah, I'm not seeing any. So what I'm going to do is go over to the hunting dimension, gather a whole bunch of rotten flesh, and I'll see y'all when I've done that. Alright, so I have 9 blood balls, and I'm getting ready to cast out my last one right there, and then I will have enough to go ahead and make this thing. So if I come over here, oh yeah, I moved my crafting table over here. So I make 2 blocks like that, and then I go right there and right there, and I get some blood boots. Now, when I put these on, you can see I have them on now. Can't really tell the difference right here, but let's say I come back here and then that wasn't a very good test. Here, I'll go out and show you. Alright, so to demonstrate this, I'm taking off all my armor except for the boots. Check this out. Boing, boing, boing. Yep, so we have basically, we are invulnerable to fall damage. Oh, I'm trying to put on my boots when I already have boots on. Where's my helmet? There it is. So, now, because the beneath is a giant cave, we're going to want an easy way to get down, and then we'll need probably 2 or 3 stacks of building blocks to get back up. The other thing I want to make, real quick, is a bronze pickaxe, because I think we need it to get the black quartz. So just like that, bronze pickaxe, there we go. I'm still going to use this one to get down there, but once we start to mine stuff, we can get into our bronze pickaxe, and that will be better. Also, let's see our sword situation. So if we want to make a bronze sword, it does 6 hearts, whereas my stone sword does 5 hearts. That's not a whole lot better, to be honest. Yeah, I'm not sure that's worth it. A black quartz sword also is not worth it. Yeah, so I'm just going to stick with my stone sword, because I don't really care about that. What about an axe? Because I know... Oh, a bronze axe is horrible. Stone axe is a lot better, yeah. So I'm just going to repair my things a little bit right here, like that. Give it a little bit of extra stuff there. Alright. Okay, now I think I am ready to go to the beneath. The only other thing I want to get is quite a lot of torches, so I'm going to get those, and I'll see y'all when I'm ready to enter. Alright, so now I've got a whole stack of torches. The only other thing I want to make before I go into the beneath for some mining is a plumb line. A plumb line will tell us our Y level, which means our up and down direction, if you're uninitiated to the game of Minecraft. So we need a rock, which is super, super, super easy, and 2 bolts of string, which is just a bunch of string and 3 sticks. So let's grab some sticks there. I think that's going to be enough, and then some string out of there. Come down here, we need 2 spindles and some string. That will give us 2 bolts of string. Then we just need a rock, so let's come, there's a rock right there. What do you know? Okay. Now, if we come back up here, rock, string, string, plumb line, awesome. Okay, so now if I right click this, you can see that it tells us our Y level, which is 72, and if we come down here, 69. Alright, so what I've done is I just dug a spiral staircase all the way up. You can't really see it from here, but if I go over here, there is an opening way up there. And so I just dug a spiral staircase all the way up there. What was that? Oh, I forgot I gotta put torches everywhere. Every time it starts to hurt me, there's gotta be a torch. Because the darkness hurts you in the beneath. Come on, if I can just get up here. Okay. So now we have some light. In fact, I'm gonna turn off my dynamic lighting. What's that under? Quality? No, dynamic light's off. Okay, that way I'll know when I'm in the dark. So yeah, I have this spiral staircase up here to this open area. Now there's no black quartz up here because we're just a hair too high. I think it has to be under 100 Y level to get black quartz. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that there. I'm going to put some lighting as I walk. And yep, right there, black quartz. So I will put that there. Awesome. We are in a position to grab some black quartz. So now I'll grab some of this. Yeah, this bronze pickaxe mines really, really well. So let's go get some of that. Sweet. And I think when we take this black quartz back home, we can just cook it up on the grill. No, oh, we grind it into crushed black quartz. Yeah, we grind it into crushed black quartz, and then we can use that to cook it into black quartz, the actual material that we can use. So let's just keep going around here. I'll let y'all know when I've got enough black quartz that I think we can move on. Okay, so I made it back with 33 black quartz ore. Let's take a look at our and make sure.
Hello.
No. Ah, just like I thought. I was wondering if there were going to be some monsters creep up on me, and sure enough, I was right. Let's put a little more light out. Okay, I think we should be good. You know what? I'll come down in here a little bit. That way, we're safer. Okay, let's take a look at our advancements. So, the black quartz opens up this path. Let's see. I think, if I remember right, we might need to do some astral sorcery also to get through some of this. So I am going to want to go ahead and grab some aquamarine. For that, we have to keep going up to about there, I'm pretty sure. So I might collect some cobblestone and then let you know when I make it up there. Alright, so I have made a way up here, and this is our first bit of aquamarine, right there, aquamarine ore. So now I can mine that, and we get an advancement for the aquamarine. So I'm going to go ahead and collect a little bit more of this before we head back home, and we keep going on the progression. So here we go. Alright, so here I am back at our entrance. I've made a little hole I can jump down right there. We have a little over half a stack of each material, so I think that's enough, and let's go ahead and head on home. Alright, so now that we're back home, I went ahead and turned back on my shaders. And now, oh, I guess it's night, I should probably sleep. I'm going to take this black quartz over to the grindstone and have it make some black quartz, I think it's black quartz powder. Crushed black quartz is what it's called. So I will, oh, I still have my bouncy boots on. Alright, so that will grind up in there. Meanwhile, we can look at what we need. Okay, so something to write on. Begin keeping records of your knowledge on parchment. It may require bark from mulberry trees to spawn out in the world. I hate mulberry trees. They're the worst thing ever. When I've played Sevtech in the past, oh, my render distance is a bit short. Let's go like that. There we go. When I've played Sevtech in the past, mulberry trees are super hard to find. I mean, I went thousands of blocks looking for a mulberry tree and found one. Now, when I get one, I can take its sapling back here and grow it just like they did with the Sakura tree. But I have a feeling it's going to be a while before I find one, so I'm definitely doing that off camera. But we can go ahead and start the black quartz stuff. So after we get the black quartz, we're going to need to make an axle. And this is going to be used hemp rope. Ooh, hemp. Hemp fibers are milled from hemp. Okay, so we need to find and plant some hemp. But these axles are going to be used for some kinetic power that we're going to get from a water wheel. So we're going to have an actual water wheel that spins in water, and then it's going to turn some stuff. We're going to be able to do some stuff like, I think we'll have like a saw, just a lot of things like that we can operate with the water wheel. So now we need to look for hemp, and I remember seeing some hemp nearby. Is that hemp? No, that's not hemp. That's hemp over there. That right there. So let's go get that. I remembered seeing hemp, and I just didn't remember, and I didn't mark it either. Oop, a little creeper. Bounced by a little creeper. All right, so let's grab this. This is hemp. Yes. So we can take that with us. We have hemp, and we have hemp seeds. So we can go ahead, and that's farmland, but I think we can just grow it back home. So yeah, I'll just plant these. We'll get a small hemp farm going on one of the plots of farmland that was provided to us by the villagers. Then once we have enough hemp, we can grind it up into hemp fibers. Yeah, we're gonna go right there actually, right next to our wheat. So let's go ahead. Oh, I don't have my hoe on me, but we won't need it yet. So now we can take this hemp and mill it to get hemp fibers. So we'll go ahead and do that. Oh, also this water wheel will help us automate the millstone, so we no longer will have to manually crank that awful handle and have to eat a bunch of food to crank some stuff. So how this works is we just put the hemp in that thing like that, and we start cranking it, and it'll spit out hemp fibers that we can use to make these. So we need 6 hemp fibers, which is the equivalent to 2 plants of hemp to make one of these, and we need 2 of these. So we need 4 hemp plants per wooden axle, and then we also need a black quartz and 2 sticks. So let's just keep grinding this. Ooh, excuse me, I burped. Keep grinding this up. Once we have it, we will have enough, I think, to make a single hemp fiber bundle, whatever those are called, hemp rope. We'll have enough to make a single hemp rope. We'll have to grow some more, or I can try to find some more while we're waiting. See, there we go, hemp fibers. So all we need to do is get some more hemp, grind a lot of that up, and then we can go ahead and cook up our black quartz and start making some axles and getting into the progression. Alright, so now we have 6 hemp fibers. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure that everything's good with this. So just like that. Yep, hemp rope. We got it. I really wish I could make hemp rope out of something else, but I can't, I don't think. I can make them out of industrial hemp fiber. Oh, that's from immersive engineering, which we're not to yet. Yeah, there's no other way to make that. So now we can take some of our black quartz that we've crushed up. We should have plenty. Yep, we'll go ahead and cook that up on the grill. And then all we have to do is make some more hemp, and we can keep going with these advancements. Okay, so I think we should have some black quartz ready to take off the grill. Yep, we have 7, so that's an advancement right there. So now we have this one unlocked. We can go ahead and move on to the axle. What I think I'm going to do instead of... Oops, I accidentally hit K, didn't I? Yes, I did. So, to try to speed up this process of the hemp, I am just going to use some of my bone block that I got from that fossil when I went to the Darklands. And let's see how much. Okay, that's the last black quartz. I'm going to put some bone block in there. And I believe that using that in a grindstone, yep, makes bone meal. So I'm going to have it grind up some of the bone block to make bone meal, and then we can go over and just grow a ton of hemp over there pretty quickly. Alright, so we got some bone meal right here. I'm pretty sure bone meal will work on growing hemp, but let's try it. So if we come over here, right here, this is our hemp. Yep, works just fine. Just like that, and then we can cut it down. We should get some hemp seed back. It looks like they don't duplicate themselves, the hemp, so we will need hemp for we'll need seeds for every single hemp plant that we want to plant. Oh wait, that might not be true. Yeah, they do duplicate themselves. It's just that I got a little unlucky that first time. So now we have 3 hemp plants. Alright, so now we'll just wait on some more bone meal. In the meantime, I have 8 hemp to go grind up, and that will be enough for 1 axle, so we can go ahead and move on to the next progression. Alright, so I have gone ahead and made some more hemp fibers, so I believe we have everything we need to make an axle. So now we have a second one of those, and then it was that, and sticks I do not have. Let's grab some sticks. Yep, got 2 right there. I think it's just 2. Stick. One of those, 2 of those. Axle, boom. We have an axle, and now we can move on to the Better with Mods water wheel. Now I think the Better with Mods room is going to be over here. I'm going to do the same kind of thing that I did right here and just build like a little small build-off room. I don't think I'm going to make it look like amazing because it's kind of going to be an ugly area. It's just going to be a place where I have a whole bunch of tools and stuff. There's going to be axles and gearboxes in the floors and stuff like that. But I will make an area for it when we get all of these stuff together. But for right now, let's look and see what it takes to make a water wheel. So water wheel. So it's a copper gear, which is stone gear, surrounded in which is a wooden gear, which I could make it with that if I already have the stuff and not have to make glue, though I do want a cauldron at some point. If I have the stuff right now, I'll just go ahead and make it with this. Let's see. Do we have any red cedar? I might have it back at our old base, because I know I have the buffalo teeth. They are right... Oh, I think they're in here. I think my buffalo teeth are right here in this chest. Buffalo teeth, yep. So we got... we need 4 buffalo teeth and 4 red cedar. Now, I think I have red cedar. Yeah, I think I do it in one of those primal chests. Well, not primal chest, but the regular old age chests. I accidentally just jumped in the water. Don't get me, shark. Okay. I think in here I have red cedar right there. I don't mind just chopping it up right here if it's just a little bit. And you know what? How about for old time's sake? We use our crafting stuff. So it's, yeah, just like that, and then our 4 teeth. 1, 2, 3, 4. Man, I'm glad we don't have to do that for every single craft now. Alright, so now we have a wooden gear. We can surround it in cobblestone to make a stone gear. I'm not going to worry about sleeping. We're going to be inside most all the time. So, we need to surround this thing with cobblestone to make a stone gear like this. And then to make the copper gear, we surround it in copper plates. I don't think we have enough copper, but I think I have some copper clusters somewhere. I'm pretty dang sure. Yep, we got copper clusters right there. So we can just go ahead and pop some of those in there. I'm not going to actually use them all. Looks like we have some blood left over. I'm just going to start pouring it out into here and then mine it away. That way we get rid of all the blood. Okay, so when that copper is done, we will cast it out into plates. Do I need to make a plate cast for that? I can cast it into a plate cast. Okay, so that's... Oh, wait. Is that the same kind of plate that I can get from the stone anvil? I don't think it is. Copper plate. Yeah, you can get copper plates from the stone anvil. So we can go ahead and make one. Let's do this. and then take that off. Yeah, we can go ahead and make one there. We got one copper plate, we need 3 more, which just is about enough. I'm gonna have to make a whole nother block though, because we don't have such a thing as an ingot cast yet, because we don't have, I don't think, let's see, I want to cast this here. There's no such thing as, unless I can make one out of clay. I should be able to make one out of clay. No, I wanted this, that, this, cast out. Yeah, there's no such thing as a clay cast yet. So until we have access to gold, we can't cast down individual ingots. We have to make the whole block. So we're just going to have to wait on this to make a block, and I'll let y'all know when that happens. Alright, so we now have enough copper in here. I'm going to go ahead and put enough to make a whole nother block. Sorry, I had to move my mic there for a second. We have enough to pour out a whole block, then we can make the ingots, then we can make the plates, then we can surround this thing with copper, not bronze. Alright, so we know that takes a long time to cool, as we knew from last time. So, gear, we take this, we surround it with that, then we surround them in, yeah, we're going to have to make glue. We're going to have to make glue. Okay, I can go ahead and start on that. So glue, to make glue we need a cauldron. To make a cauldron we need some clay to make in a bowl. And we take this unfired clay bowl. We can put all the extra clay back right there. Do I have any extra? Yeah, I have some meat. I'm going to go cook up some of this meat. So I put some of this unfired clay bowl in the kiln, and since it's just one, I'll just do it. You know what? No, I'll toss it up here because we made it, so why not use it? So yeah, the bowl is in that second kiln right there, if you can see it. And then it will spit out a cauldron for us to use. We'll probably put the cauldron maybe down there. I'll need to get a log to make another low-grade charcoal with. Log. There's one. I don't mind using a sakura since we have sakura tree readily available. So we can come right here, also cast some of that into a low-grade charcoal. We have our cauldron. So our low-grade charcoal goes on there. We'll need some fire sticks in order to light the low-grade charcoal on fire. Like that. And then just like that. Then we take our low-grade charcoal, which should be spit out now. Yep. We put it right there, and this works just like the others that need fire under them. We put our cauldron on top, and then what we can do is take any kind of animal pelt. So I think we have some animal pelt. Shark skin works, though I think we have other pelts. We have wolf pelts, but those are kind of useful. Wild dog pelt. Okay, I'll just start with the shark skin. I'm pretty sure I have more of those too, somewhere. Let's check here first, also. Buffalo hide. Yeah, that'll be good. So we take this buffalo hide, and we can put them in the cauldron. And what this will do is, very slowly, though it will do it, it will cook that into some glue. Then we can use some glue for some of the other recipes, such as the water wheel. The water wheel, in order to make these little wood blades, needs a glue and then some wooden slabs. We can use the blood balls, but I would rather just get our cauldron going so that we can make actual glue. So we'll wait on that, and I'll let y'all know when it's done. Alright, so that cauldron probably should have made some glue by now. I'm going to go ahead and make some slabs, since we need those for the wood blades for the water wheel. Let's see. Yep, we got 6 glue, so then I can take that over. I keep forgetting that I moved my crafting table. I should just make another one of those at some point. And then I think it went, let's take a look here. Okay, 3, and then glue, and then another one. So 3, glue, I'm going to have to redo that. And then 3, and another one. Awesome, so we have 4 blades. We're going to need some more, a little more glue, and some more wood, so I'm going to go get those. Alright, so I got together some more oak slabs, let's go check on our cauldron. That didn't take me very long, so I wouldn't be surprised if it didn't make very much more, or if at all. It made 2 more. Okay, so let's come over here, glue, and then 3 and 1, and I think that'll be enough. So now let's grab our copper, slap it up there, take this, do that, and then we can put this here, put those in there, and we need 3, just like that. Hang that hammer back up, and we are ready to make a water wheel. So, yeah, right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. One of those. That goes in the middle. We surround it with wood blades. Here we go. Water wheel. Oh yeah. We got the advancement. What are we doing? Okay, so looking at our advancements, the next thing we need to do is make a gearbox, because this water wheel is not useful without a gearbox. Then after that, we can make a turntable, which will allow us to make our first bucket, which is our first placeable water source. And then in the next stage, I can combine that with this. Actually, I can do it here because it's in this stage. I can make aqueducts, which aqueduct. Let's see if I want to make it out of. There's a lot of variations here. So you can just make it out of stone on bottom and then clay on top, and then we get aqueducts, which gives us an unlimited water source. Alright, y'all, I think that's going to be it for this episode. We got a lot done. We got 2 new materials. We unlocked a new dimension. We made a new room. We have just done a lot. I am really proud of how this episode went. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like, comment, and consider subscribing, and I will see y'all in the next video. Take care.